Maybe we could start over. Maybe we find some way to forgive each other. Maybe work through it. Maybe I could help you move on away from the YouTube, and maybe we could find some way to make peace with each other. Something, you know? Not a damn thing. My mom is such a selfish bitch. Because I'm over here giving up my fucking 1,000. Let me just spell it out for you guys, right? I worked up an entire channel. I'm talking thousands of streams. My last channel was thousands of streams. It took fucking forever. It took fucking forever to get to 1,000 subs. One video did most of it, though. Queer Beer, where he made fun of Dylan Mulvaney for being a fucking dumbass, right? 200,000 views, 500 subs, 10,000 likes, thousands of comments. The greatest video in TiBBzTV history. And it wasn't even mine. It's okay. Still blew up our channel. I got 1,125 subs. And I gave it up so my mom wouldn't be harassed no more. I had more sacrifice on behalf of my mother so she could live a happy life. Where's that bitch now? She's over there sucking off every fucking dick in California. She's probably sucked off half of Rank material by this point. I would never know. These people threatened me, targeted me, destroyed everything that I loved, targeted the people I care about, and they did it anonymously. They're probably going to get away with what they did to some extent. The people I cared about likely will never come back because they were scared into a life of fear because of these people. I can't kill these people. I talk a lot of shit about that, but I can't. The only real choice that I have is I have to find some way to dismantle them and what they do. I don't know who most of them are. A lot of them I do, but most of them I don't. I also don't know where they are. So the two things you would need to have them arrested or dealt with in some capacity aren't really there to actually use.
So, Chad Gaming asked about the spitting on the floor phenomenon, because we've seen him do it on stream a bunch. Would he spit on the floor regularly when he was around you and your...
Why would you need to ask her if you have proof in the first place? And even that isn't really a crime, considering that house was fucking dirty.
family?
Yeah, there'd be times, especially when he would clean, he would,
Like a spit shine. He does a spit shine.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
like, he would, like, sometimes it was nasty, because you could hear him, like, hacking it up.
Oh.
Like, it was, yeah.
Really quickly, I went over these on a previous stream, but I think that they're kind of relevant to you. These are some pictures that got handed over to us before the Brandy interview by Brandy. Apparently, this is from Tibbz' room. He had things like, I don't know if that's your bra or someone else's.
Yeah, that's mine.
Oh!
People hyper-focused on sicko shit. Like, I get that it's YouTube, but it's YouTube. I say this, and I'm actually not joking. There is literally billions of other things we could talk about. You fucking show up every fucking time. This is why I don't talk to any of you guys in the sector anymore. The sector, I hope, goes down. I hope the sector burns directly to the ground. Same with the Cyrax troll community. Same with the other fucking idiots on this fucking platform. And everywhere goddamn. I hope Kiwi Farms burns to the ground. I hope the United States government burns to the ground. I hope the Epstein list and everyone who's on it burns to the ground. Because here's why. It's YouTube. There's billions of things I could talk about. There's billions of things you fucking to talk about. Instead, all you fucking do is come in here and say, kids, kids, children, kids, 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 fuck, kids. And they start going into fucking graphic detail like we need to hear about it. Just fucking yourself, man. You have no value on this planet. Because if that's all you have in your brain, you deserve to be shot. And I mean 12 gauge shot to the fucking face. I hope there's nothing left but neck hole. Poor Chance, he just keeping on for that $100 a month streaming monies. I will say this, when I saw that he was being covered by libs of TikTok, I was insanely jealous. There's no shame in admitting that. I was. I wanted to go mainstream so bad. I wanted the world to hear my story, or at least know who I was. I mean, I've been through so much bullshit. Don't you want to be validated? Don't you want to be seen by the world, you know? And so, when I
saw that he got to go mainstream despite all the nasty, effed up shit that he had done in his life, it didn't feel fair, you know? And so I, for a minute there, had a spurg of weakness, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go fight with JD Delay. That always takes off the edge. That's a big YouTuber who knows my name. Like, that's why I did that. It wasn't because, well, I do have an issue with JD Delay being fake. He's a grifter. I don't feel bad for picking on him, even as a smaller creator, you know. But the issue is that I'm like a fucking pissed at Chance Wilkins. Fucking Diddler's gone mainstream. He's getting all the attention on planet Earth. Me? Can't get nothing for attention. My views are shit. It's like, come on, man. What the fuck? That's not fair. He's a piece of crap. I call out people like him. No one gives a crap. Why do they care about him? And so it's just like, I'm gonna go argue with JD Delay. That's how I'm gonna get. You know, my that's how I'm gonna get my vengeance in the world. I guess I don't know. Like, it wasn't really about vengeance. It's more like I just figure, you know, if the world doesn't recognize me, I'll go pick on that asshole. Fucking, you know what I mean? And then he says, who I constantly talk about murdering trolls in heinous ways to was children. Okay, so let me correct this. JCap was 17. Edward Boy thought it was cool to bully this child and threaten them and their family. But JCap's apparently was his opinion that he shared with me publicly via YouTube, and I have no shame because I'd rather children have this opinion than the alternative. JCap said they should be shot, pedophiles should be shot in the head with a rifle. Now, that 17-year-old boy is going to go places in life. He's 18 now, I would imagine, because this was a while ago, like years ago. He was 17. He's definitely an adult now by that logic, right? Whatever, right? Tibbz has a wonderful habit of making friends with pedophiles and sickos, which, by the way, is the furthest thing from the truth humanly possible. Oh, wow. An undeniable amount of proof that Shaggy's a pedophile. I missed so much. One must determine... Okay, so this is Mormon Shaggy at, I don't know what time. It just says 5:53 a.m. One must determine whether the person is someone like who likes Misty because he likes anime prawn. It says the other word, uncensored. I'm just censored for YouTube. Or whether he likes Misty because the idea of effing a 14-year-old runaway appeals to them. Both these people might have Misty without clothes on their hard drive. Only one of them is evil. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Like, he brought up that one thing. Like, there was one that they brought up today, right? And he had brought this up. He brought it up, I think a few days ago. And then all the haters brought it up today. They said, there was that mention of the 9-year-old, right? They keep saying, you modded a 9-year-old. No one fucking cares about that. The only thing people are going to care about is how they act in front of the mod, right? He says, don't worry about that shit. Fucking, that's stupid, petty little fucking arguing crap. Dealing with man children, ignore that shit. Tibbz has a wonderful habit of making friends with pedophiles and sickos, which, by the way, is the furthest thing from the truth humanly possible. Axel, I don't know if you've seen the video, okay? But there's a video on my Rumble right now where Axel was being very inappropriate with a child, which clearly sounds like a child. Now, I've asked, is there any explanation to what's going on, or is it what it looks like? They've never wanted to come forward and talk. Axel has kind of kept his distance. Well, if Axel is discussing sex with a minor, he's a pedophile. There's just no way around that. And so that's why I called him a pedophile. That's why we're still not talking to this day. It's why I probably never will again, because I'm sorry, I don't want that kind of trash in my life, man. I really did like talking to Axel up until that point. And ask anyone. I admired him greatly.